Last week, I had the opportunity to do something on the internet that was outside of my comfort zone, and I wasn't sure if I should do it. And I went back and forth and back and forth, and eventually, I just said, "What's the worst that can possibly happen?" You lose all your followers, the entire internet turns against you, you become a pariah, and all your acquaintances and family decides to leave you and never talk to you again? Jeez, me. You don't have to go that hard, but seriously, it was a tough decision, and it wasn't a foolproof thing by any means, but eventually I just decided I'm just going to dive in with both feet and see what happens. Now, you know that I preach the value of making plans. I call it the kryptonite for anxiety, and this was no exception. I made a basic plan of how I was going to handle it throughout the week and what I was going to do while I was participating. The thing was, because of random chronic illness brain fog, I messed the dates up. And I had to start 4 days earlier than I originally thought I was, and so I wasn't ready. I was freaking out. I did not have any of my plans in place that I wanted to have ready to go when it was my turn. And I just, I had to do it. I had no choice. And look, it turned out fine for the most part, I'm glad to say, but it was scary. Look, the point I'm trying to make badly is that you can prepare as much as you want for something, but there's always going to be that moment. There's always going to be that second where you just have to decide, I'm just going to jump in and I'm going to do it. Or do I bow out? Me, since I gave up my dignity and fear of humiliation long ago, as you well know, I always say yes. I love adding things to my repertoire and reveling in the experiences of things. But not everyone is built like that. I get it. But I think, and this goes double if you are chronically ill or disabled, I think you have to try to participate in as many opportunities as you are physically and mentally able to while you still can. And I say while you still can because I know there might be a time when I'm not able to participate anymore, you know? So even if I finish it and I end up saying, wow, that was a shit show, I do it with laughter, right? But if I say, man, I wish I'd have done that, I do that with sadness. So try to participate if you can. And by the way, sorry we missed chatting last week. It was a hectic week, but we'll have it again for you next week. As always, be kind, rewind, keep on keeping on.